awesome human resources people. Okay. Firstly, I'm getting some messages here. You know, all the leftover energy from the last presentation is giving me insights. I have a vision of the future. The vision is that if you guys listen very carefully to what I have to say, you're going to become HR superstars. And I'm going to show you how that's happening in an age of hyper-distraction. My name is Ilya Spitalnik, and I'm the CEO of Powtoon, a company that helps human resources professionals to communicate with existing and new staff members. What we do is we create a way for progressive organizations to basically cut through the clutter and make their employees and prospective employees listen to them and actually take note of what happens in their organization. Now, we founded Powtoon 5 years ago, and we took it from an organization of 4 people to an organization of now 70 people. So even though I'm not a human resources professional, as CEO, I only have 2 things that I need to do in my life, and that is find amazing employees and then make sure that these amazing employees love what they do, where they work, and maintain a relationship with the organization. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a lot of what you guys have to work on. I have two secret weapons that I use for this purpose. One of them is my human resources department, which is here as well. Amazing people that basically find the most exquisite people that they can and then create a relationship with them that makes them want to stay in the organization and want them to be with us. And the other is what I'm going to show you now. And this is our little secret weapon, and I hope it's going to become yours as well. Sound. Sorry. Talia, sound. Sound. Sorry, guys. Tell me when, please. Guys, please. Okay. Okay. Now this doesn't have sound. Guys, in an age of hyper-distraction, basically what we have is we have a workforce that is basically glued to their mobile phones. Besides asking them to switch off all the notifications and so on that come in throughout the day, you have a hyper-distracted people that are constantly sifting through whatever is coming through on their feed. And you need to communicate with them, and basically that's what you're competing with. You're competing with whatever is happening on their WhatsApp, on their Facebook, and so on. So you have to find a way to communicate that will actually either approximate what's happening in their life, in their feed, or alternatively grabs them out of whatever it is and makes whatever you are presenting to them more relevant. Now, I'm wondering whether you guys are familiar. Opa! 1 second. So now maybe I can actually show you what I wanted to show you earlier.
Did you know that it takes 1.8 million words to achieve the value of 1 minute of video? Isn't that incredible?
Whoa!
Well, maybe that's why 59% of senior executives prefer to watch video rather than to read. In the next 90 seconds, I'll show you how tens of thousands of companies, just like yours, are evolving. They're finally communicating with colleagues and customers in a way that makes them sit up and listen. Let me tell you how. Imagine there was a way to make something as powerful as a TV ad with the ease of making a PowerPoint presentation. Well, there is. It's called Powtoon, and companies across the spectrum, from tiny startups to Fortune 500 corporations, are using it to gain massive engagement and attention in a surprising number of ways. They simply customize Powtoon's ready-made templates to make health and safety videos, or hiring notifications, employee onboarding, landing page videos, sales proposals, new staff intros, training demos, fundraising video decks, code of ethics outlines, how-tos and tutorials, department announcements, conference agendas, and about a billion other ways that surprise their clients and colleagues every single day. The result is a Powtoon with the look and feel of a $5,000 month-long video production that only took you 20 minutes to make. Communications are evolving. Plug into the awesomeness. It's time to make a Powtoon.
So this is my secret weapon and the secret weapon of a lot of organizations who've realized that in order to communicate in an age of hyper-distraction, you need to bring something that is attention-grabbing, that is short, that gets the message across, and that does it in a way that you can absorb it. Now, I'm going to, if I'm not mistaken, then that's what we all want to achieve. Now, are you familiar with this situation here? HR reminder, appropriate office summer grooming, okay? Dear John, summer is here and it's the perfect time to remind you of our office etiquette and so on and so on. These are the types of messages that human resources sends out through their organization on a regular basis. And what we've come to hear from all of our customers in this particular space is that they generally don't get read too much. There's not that much engagement with these type of messages. Now, let me show you an alternative that some, let's say, other organizations are using. So this is another way of communicating.
Created using Powtoon.
And you can do this quickly using our software yourself. And now I might be completely hitting you over the head with the idea of using video in your communications with your staff. However, I keep hearing that human resources portals inside of organizations, you know, one of the biggest challenges is, of course, to get people to read stuff, and video is a much more engaging and much more current way of interacting. In these 60 seconds that you saw just now, 45, 60 seconds, I don't know exactly, you conveyed so much, and because it's a cartoon, the people actually absorbed what you were saying. We use this in our own organization, and a lot of people came up with a smile and said, hey, that was really cool. I think I get the message that you're trying to get across. Now, the problem here is, though, or rather, let me, I don't want to bore you with statistics, so I'm going to bore you with statistics, okay? The way that we consume video, we don't even realize how we consume video. Do you realize that 1 billion people are spending an hour a day on YouTube? I don't know if you notice in your own behavior that you are watching YouTube in the background almost. And in America, people are spending 10 hours a day absorbed in media. 10 hours a day, that means we are virtually, all of our waking time almost is spent on some kind of a device or other. Now, the most fascinating statistic here is that 65% of people, when they start watching a video, come almost to the end. They watch it for 3/4 of the video. That is an astonishing thing. That means that you are starting to watch, and the likelihood of you actually looking and absorbing what's going on there is so much more than trying to read an email or trying to get a message across in any other way. Now, having said all that, I don't expect all of you guys to go away and start using video in your communications with your staff. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. I do expect you to go away. I do expect you to go away and at least try it. Some of the most progressive companies out there are doing it. And you know what? Don't listen to me. I don't want you to listen to me. There happens to be one of our esteemed and beloved clients here, Ricky from Radware, and she's going to come up in a few minutes and tell you the service that we recently launched. Because video, we refer to it as the great video mirage. You know what video is? For the last 10 years you've been hearing, you have to use video in your communications, you have to use video, and then you come to do it, and you know that whenever you try to do something, it comes out unprofessional. It takes an enormous amount of time. You don't have the budget or the staff to do one of these things. You are busy, you're working, you have to do your work. I don't have time to do video right now. The thing is, if it's effective, you should definitely consider it. Now, what we have done is we've brought out a service called exactly addressing this particular issue. And it's called Powtoon on Tap.
This is Amanda from Megacorp. She sends out tons of messages to Megacorp staff, 90% of which never get read. She'd love to adapt her communications for the 21st century with cool animated videos, but she just doesn't have the time, budget, or workforce to manage it. If only there were a solution for Amanda. Well, now there is! It's called Powtoon on Tap. Just fill in a brief to submit your projects, and your Powtoon certified designer will deliver them back as awesome and engaging animated videos. All at a fraction of what you'd expect to pay, no kidding, like 80% less. And you'll have your first draft within 48 hours. It gets even better. With Powtoon on Tap, there's no middleman for future edits. Just log into your Powtoon account and update your video when you need to. Want to learn more? Just click the link below or email powtoonontap@powtoon.com to get started today.
Shh! Created using Powtoon on Tap, guys. Now, in a few minutes, we're actually going to give away a Powtoon on Tap project to one of you guys. This lady here, Talia, with the fabulous hat, show the hat, is going to go around. Just put your business card in there, and we're going to pick somebody to create a Powtoon on Tap project for. Okay? So, and now just to tell you about one of our customers who has used Powtoon on Tap, Ricky from Radware, everybody give a warm welcome. So it's like, come for a moment up here, okay? I just wanted to, we'll show quickly a video that Ricky had a Powtoon on Tap create. Now, the challenge was, Ricky, what was the challenge in your particular situation? Oh. There.
אוקיי, אז היו לנו שני אתגרים עיקריים. אחד, כמו שאיליה סיפר, זה איך גורמים לאנשים להיכנס ולקרוא את האימיילים שלנו, ולא לזרוק את זה לג'אנק, ואני משערת שהרוב כאן מכירים את זה. האתגר השני, אנחנו עשינו עכשיו את הפאורטונס לתהליך הערכה שנתי. עכשיו, זה הפעם הראשונה שעשינו את התהליך פעמיים בשנה, וזה גם מעורר הרבה קשיים ומחלוקות וביקורות, והיינו צריכים ליצור איזושהי אינגייג'מנט כאילו בצורה קצת שונה, ובחרנו בפתרון של פאורטון בעצם כדי לענות על שני האתגרים האלה. עשינו את זה פעם אחת עם טיזר ששלחנו לכל החברה לפני, שאני חייבת לציין שעורר תגובות מהממות. איזה יופי, חדש, פעם ראשונה שקיבלתי כל כך הרבה תגובות לאימייל שהוצאנו. ופעם שנייה עשינו גם את הטריינינג, עשינו להם גם טריינינג פייס טו פייס, וגם שלחנו דק כמו תמיד, צורה מסורתית, אבל עשינו גם סרטון של טריינינג דק, 2 דקות, הכיל את כל המידע שמכיל גם הפאורפוינט, וזה בעצם עכשיו בהרצה. אבל אני יכולה להגיד לכם שבישראל זה כבר יצא, אנחנו גם חברה גלובלית, אז היינו צריכים משהו שככה ידבר לכולם, יפתור את העניין הזה לכולם, ובינתיים התגובות מעולות, אז אני יכולה רק להמליץ, ואנחנו נראה את הטיזר.
Yeah, we'll just show the teaser. There's two Powtoon projects that we did. One of them is a little bit more, let's call it proprietary, and the second one, Ricky, head of human resources at Radware, in case I didn't introduce him correctly, allowed us to share with you, and it's this one. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ricky. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.